Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important topic in the circulatory system. What is it? Another important topic. Lymph. What is lymph? And the composition of lymph and its functions. So you know very well in our circulatory system there are two body fluids. What are the two important body fluids? Number one, blood. Blood we discussed. Blood is a fluid connecting tissue. Blood helpful for the transportation of nutrients, minerals, hormones, enzymes, like that we discussed, right? So in this class we are going to discuss about another important concept, that is lymph. Lymph, what is the lymph and what is the lymph structure and where it will composition of lymph and how the lymph will be useful for the transportation of minerals and nutrients, we will discuss. Okay. About 90% of the fluid that leaks from the capillaries eventually seeps back into the capillaries. 90% will be leak and it will be go back. But only remaining 10% is collected. Only remaining 10% only. This is a very important. The remaining 90% will come back and will go back. Will come out and will go back. But only 10% return to blood system by means of a series tubules known as lymph vessels. I hope you understand this point. 90% of fluid that leaks from the capillaries eventually seeps back into the capillaries. So it will come out and it will go back. 90%. But remaining 10% is returned to the blood system by means of series tubules known as lymph vessels or lymphatics. So actually this is a very important point. The blood is through capillaries, arteries to capillaries, it is coming like this. So the tissue cells, these all are going like this. Some amount will be leak. So this leak only called lymph. Through the lymphatic vessels they will be collected and they will be joined to the veins. So that is a very important. The 10% only we are calling lymph. To the blood system by means of a series of tubules known as lymph vessels or lymphatics. The fluid inside the lymphatics is called lymph. What I am saying is this is the lymph. The fluid inside the lymphatic is called, what is called? Lymphatics is called lymph. What is lymphatics? Lymphatics means nothing but what? Lymph vessels. Lymphatics nothing but what? Lymph vessels. This is a very important. So the 10% which is coming out from the capillaries will be go back to the blood through one system. That particular system is only called lymphatic system. In the lymphatic system, mainly the blood with the lymph will flow in the tubules known as lymph vessels or lymphatics. So the fluid inside the lymphatics is called lymph. Lymph is just like a plasma. It's a colorless, but same like plasma in the sense plasma don't have any hemoglobin, right? Same like that, lymph also a colorless fluid, no hemoglobin. So it's a white clear liquid which is a very good, which is a very useful. Okay, so like a plasma, it carries the lymphocytes. Okay, so colorless liquid, white color. Simply you can say plasma, just like a plasma. Water is there, but there is no what you called hemoglobin or any other color giving substances. That's why lymph is a colorless or a color or what you called no color and very transparent or colorless fluid. The lymph and blood, most important fluids which are helpful for the circulation of materials. Okay, so what I am telling is 90% of fluid that leaks from the capillaries eventually seeps back into the capillaries. The remaining 10% is there no returned to the blood system by means of series of tubules known as lymph vessels or lymphatics. The fluid inside the lymphatics is called lymph. Okay, lymph is flowing in the which one? Lymphatic vessels or lymphatics. The fluid present in the lymphatics is called lymph. Very simple. Lymphatic vessels, lymph. So these are very important points to Remember, lymphatic vessels or lymph. Lymphatic system. What's the lymphatic system? There will be different types of what you called parts are there in the lymphatic system. Components are there in the lymphatic system. So the components of the lymphatic system, number one, complex network of thin walled ducts, lymphatic vessels. What you called complex network of thin walled ducts called lymphatic vessels. Complex network of thin walled ducts, lymphatic vessels, filtering bodies, lymph nodes, large number of lymphatic cell concentration, okay, in various lymphoid organs are there. What are the complex? So what is the lymphatic system? Number one, lymphatic system consists of what? The complex network of thin walled ducts. Thin wall. What's the wall? Thin wall ducts. They are called what you called lymphatic vessels. First one, thin wall ducts are called lymphatic vessels. And second one, what you called? The second one is called filtering bodies. The filtering bodies nothing but what? Lymph nodes. And a large number of lymphatic cells concentration in various lymphoid organs. So large number of lymphoid cells concentration in various lymphoid organs. What are the lymphoid organs? Can you tell the examples of lymphoid organs? You know, bone marrow, spleen. Okay, so these all are lymphoid organs. Okay, next the bursa fabricus in the which one? The birds. So like that, so many lymphoid organs are there. Malt, galt, okay, mucus associated lymphoid tissue, gut associated lymphoid tissue, like the different lymphoidic cells are there. So that is important. Next, lymphatic vessels have smooth walls that run parallel to the blood vessels. So parallel to the blood vessels. Lymphatic vessel is going like this, means parallel to lymphatic blood vessel. Like that, the lymphatic vessels have smooth walls that run parallel to the blood vessels. In the skin, along the respiratory and the digestive tract. In the skin and along with the respiratory and digestive tracts, the lymphatic vessels will be run. The return ducts for the fluids, very important point. This is another important one. So, what is that? These vessels serve as return ducts for a fluids that are continually diffusing out of the blood capillaries into the blood tissues. Returning ducts. These vessels serve as a return ducts. What I said, these vessels serve as a what is called return ducts for the fluids that are continually diffusing out of the blood capillaries. So, which is coming out from the blood capillaries, that will be go back to the again through this which one? The lymphatic ducts into the body tissues. Lymph fluids. Next important point I am telling you is the lymph fluids. The vessel serves a return duct for the fluids that are continually diffusing out of the blood capillaries into the body tissues. The end of the lymph fluids must pass through the lymph nodes. This is important. Lymph fluids must pass through the lymph nodes. Why? Why the lymph fluid while going compulsory should have to pass the lymph nodes? This is important. The lymph fluids must pass through the lymph nodes before it is returned to the blood. Okay. Why? You will get one question. Why lymph should have to going to the blood cross lymph nodes? Why? Because the lymph node is a security guard. The lymph node checks the or kills the harmful pathogens and which are there in the lymph. So that is only point here I am telling. See, the lymph fluid must pass through the lymph nodes, okay, before it is returned to the blood. Okay, the lymph nodes that filter the fluid from the lymphatic vessel of the skin. The lymph node that filters the fluid from the lymphatic vessels of the skin are high concentrated in the lymph nodes are high concentrated in the which region? Neck region. What is that? Neck region. Neck region has so many lymph nodes. Inguinal axillaries, respiratory and digestive tracts. Inguinal axillaries, respiratory and digestive tracts. These lymph glands or lymph nodes are present that filter the fluid from the lymphatic vessels of the skin are highly concentrated in the neck, inguinal axillaries, respiratory, digestive tracts. The lymph fluid, next important point, the lymph fluid, okay, the lymph fluid following out of the lymph nodes flow into large collecting duct, okay, the lymph fluid flowing into out of the lymph nodes flow into the large collecting duct which finally dries into large veins. So which is after filtering everything, the lymph is going to connect again veins only, where it will be connect and with the veins only. So drains into the large veins, the tongue beneath the which one, the large veins where it will be present beneath the collarbone. What is that vein? Collarbone, the subclavian vein, very important. So lymph will transfer here, what you call, move here and there, and at last it will be joined to the vein, and that vein is called, very important, that vein present beneath the collarbone, you know, clavicle, scapula, like that. Collarbones are there or not? So there one vein is there. That vein name is called, what I said, that vein name is called subclavian vein. It is emptied into the bloodstream. So emptied into the bloodstream. The narrow passage in the lymph nodes are. So while lymph is going to the lymph nodes, I said or not? What is there in the lymph nodes? There are narrow passages are there in the lymph nodes. Narrow, very important bit. The narrow passages in the lymph nodes are the sinusoids that are lined with which one? Very important. The narrow passages in the lymph nodes are called, what is called? Sinusoids. The sinusoids that are lined with the macrophages. Macrophages means, you know, phagocytic cells. So the sinusoids that are lined with the which one? Macrophages. The lymph nodes successfully prevent the invading. The lymph nodes successfully prevent the invading microorganisms. So the lymph nodes, by the help of macrophages, what lymph nodes will do? Successfully prevents the invading microorganisms from reaching the bloodstream. This is the point you should have to remember. So after purifying with the macrophages, after killing with the macrophages, if the remaining any germs are there in the lymph, they will also killed by the macrophages which are present in the lymph nodes, and the fresh lymph will enter into the free of microorganisms. That fresh lymph will reach in the bloodstream. So that is the importance of lymph nodes. The lymph node, outer cortex is there, medulla is there, sinusoids also there, that kind of structures. Next, the lymph consists of the cells found in the lymphatics. This is important. The cells which are present in the lymphatic vessels or lymph vessels or lymphatics. The cells which are present in the lymphatic vessels are lymphatics. What you call those are? Those cells are called, the cells present in the lymphatic vessels or lymphatics are called, very important, they will be called lymphocytes. They are blood cells, you know very well. Bone marrow, they will come back to lymphatic vessels. So there are two types of cells, B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes. The cells which are formed in the bone marrow is called B lymphocytes. The cells which are present in the thymus is called, the lymphocytes which are formed in the thymus is called T lymphocytes. Okay, the lymphoid organs. Okay, and the lymphocytes which are present in the bone marrow are called B cells or bone marrow cells, T cells, thymus cells. So bone marrow, thymus, these all are what? Lymphoid organs. So the lymphatics have lymph. Lymphatic have the lymph. The lymph consists of cells. Those cells are called lymphocytes. Very useful for the immunity. So which kind of immunity? Which type of immunity? You know very well, lymphocytes are helpful for the cell mediated immunity. What is cell mediated immunity, sir? You know very well, all the lymphocytes together will kills the germs and protect us from the diseases. Such that kind of immunity is called, what do you call that kind of immunity is called? Cell mediated immunity. In the cell mediated immunity, lymphocytes plays a very important role. Next, another important point to remember, these lymphocytes collected in the lymphatic fluid are carried via through which blood? The lymphocytes will carried via through which one? Arterial blood, and are recycled back to the lymph. So after again recycled back, these lymphocytes are recycled into the arterial blood and again pumped back to the lymph. So this is a recycled back into the lymph in the arterials. So the lymph will be recycled in the arterial blood and that will back into the go to the lymph. Next, this is another important. Fats are there now. You are eating fats. That fats are absorbed through the lymph in the lacteoles. So where the lacteoles fats are, you are eating fat, the fatty acids, chylomicrons are there or not? So these fats, micelles, chylomicrons are forming. Those chylomicrons are absorbed by the lymph through lymph vessels that will go to the lacteoles. Lacteoles, where these lacteoles are present, villi of the intestinal wall. Through the lacteoles, the lymph, the fat material will enter into the veins. So like that, the lymphatic vessels called lacteals, which are present in the villi of intestinal wall, very helpful for the, especially absorbs the which one? The fat material. Especially absorbs the which one? The fat material. Like that, lymph is the most important, even supplying the transporting the which one? Fat material, and supplies the lymphocytes and supplies the different components of the body to different parts of the body. So this is a very important system in our body. Now how like circulatory system, like blood circulate system, blood vessels, blood capillaries, so same like that here also. Lymphatic system also complex network of thin wall ducts, lymphatic vessels, filtering bodies, lymph nodes, large number of lymphocytic cell concentration in various lymphoid organs. Lymphatic vessels have smooth walls that run parallel to the blood vessels in the skin along the respiratory and digestive tracts. Okay, return ducts for what? They serve as a return ducts for what? Fluids that are continually diffusing out of the blood capillaries into the body tissues. So like this, other functions, so many functions are there in the performs the lymph. So lymph fluid must pass through the which one? Lymph nodes. Why? Lymph nodes have, where there's what you call macrophages. They kills the germs which are, suppose any unwanted things are there in the lymph. So the lymph nodes will be filter the fluid at the lymph vessels of the skin. These lymph nodes are highly concentrated in the neck, inguinal axillaries, respiratory, digestive tracts. They have so many lymph nodes are there. So where the subclavian vein is present, so all lymph vessels are connected to which one? Subclavian veins. Large collecting duct finally drains into the larger veins. So what is that vein? Subclavian vein. Where it is present? Near the or beneath the collarbone. Next important need bit. The narrow passages in the lymph nodes are, there are narrow passages are there in the lymph nodes. What you call the narrow passages in the lymph nodes are sinusoids that are lined with macrophages. What are the functions of macrophages? They will perform the phagocytosis process that kills the germs which are present in the lymph. Like the lymph node successfully prevents invading microorganisms from reaching the bloodstream. Okay, lymphocytes, arterial blood. The lymphocytes are present in the arterial blood. The arterial blood recycle back into the lymphocytes will recycle back into lymph. The fats. Next, fats and lymph. Fats are whatever the digested fats or fatty acids are called chylomicrons, absorbed to enter into the lymph through which one? Lacteoles. What are the lacteoles? Lymph vessels. Where these lacteoles are present? Lacteoles are present villi of the intestinal wall. Villi of the intestinal wall have lacteoles, which are helpful for absorption of the which one the fats. Okay, children. So like this, composition of lymph and its function will be there.